So here is an example of a pool workout that I've created in Garmin Connect and then swapped synced to my 735. So go to pool swim, go to menu. There's training, my workouts. I've created a test one just to make it easier for this. Do workout. You can also view it and view the steps as well. So I'm going to do the workout as an example. Obviously, I won't be swimming. This concept also applies for all the other biking and running workouts too. This is just I've only used it for the pool workouts personally, just because they're a little more complex for me than running workouts would be. So it tells me the first thing. So 200 warm up, any kind of stroke, push start to begin, and then lap to go to the next step. So the obviously the top is the timer. The middle one is how many yards left. So when you start kick off the wall, it would go down to 175 yards because I'm swimming in a 25-yard pool. And then how many repetitions in this case? It's just one for the warm up. So now that tells me my time and how many yards I swam for that interval. This shows me the rest. You can see it starts beeping down and tells me what the next thing. So it's 3 by 50 with 10 seconds of rest, and then it beeps and starts the next interval. So again, it shows me that at the bottom this time I'm on rep 1 of 3, and I've got 50 yards left. This is the rest screen. Shows me my interval time, my rest time, what my distance was, and then what repetition that was. And again, it beeps and then vibrates on the go on the start. So we'll do that again. And if I want less rest, I can just hit lap early, and it'll actually do a 3-second start there. And then it'll show me 3 out of 3. So lapping early is interesting, mostly for the longer rest. So if I swim, a 600-yard interval or something like that, and I don't need a minute and a half of rest after it because I took it easy that time instead of going all out for that I can cut it short and move on to the next step. This one's telling me I've got 100 yards of paddles. That's a kind of a paddle logo. I'd be okay with a text there too. I mean, that's fine. Just kind of tell me what is up next. So you can see that's 1 out of 1 this time because there's only one repetition. Another thing that's interesting that Garmin does is on your last length. So in this case, it'd be going back. I'd be swimming in the pool back to the start. It vibrates after it recognizes I'm in my last length. So that's kind of nice, especially on some of those longer reps when I can't really see the watch screen underwater. It vibrates like, hey, you just gotta go that 25 yards back to the start. So that is kind of a nice little bonus feature, I guess, there. And then it's turning down in the background. Yeah, that's the cooldown. And when I'm done, I lap out of it, and it's going to tell me that I'm done with the workout, and then can save it. So that's kind of how the workouts work on the Garmin. Again, I mean, that doesn't have to be exactly the same. I think it's really convenient the way that it's done here, but I don't know. To me, as a triathlete, that's probably one of the biggest needs or whatnot. I know I've been looking at obviously the pace as a replacement for the 735. Just I've had some battery issues on some of my longer runs and just forgetting to charge it. So having some extra battery time would be nice. Anyways, that's that. Let me know if you got any questions.